Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Emilee and today I'm going to be creating this look using the MMMMitchell Cosmetips box. So I'm going to show you what's in the box and I'm going to go through and use everything and tell you what I think. So if you'd like to see that, then carry on watching, make sure you like and subscribe, and let's get on with the video. Alright, so it's been a while. Hello, I'm back. This is basically like a curated box of a load of his favourite products that he has selected to put in a box, and they were all like reduced to the price of £110. I don't know if it's available anymore because it's been sitting in my room for quite a while because I've not done makeup in about 2 months now, just because I had some health issues and then the whole situation that's happening now happened. I've just not really been in the mood, so that's why I've not filmed, but I am back. I have my beauty room all sorted out. So yeah, I'm going to do a full face using this box of products. If you don't know, then Mitchell is an artist also from Manchester. He does makeup like on Jeffree Star, you know, he's doing well. And as I am also from Manchester, I have always looked up to Mitchell. I've followed him since he was probably like 16. I really like his style of work. I really like, you know, bold colour, all of that. If you've seen my Instagram, if you've seen my videos, you know I love a bit of colour. So yeah, I thought I would just use this box today and use the products, test them out, see what they're like. Basically I think it's every month or every 2 months, Cosmetips like collaborate with a new artist to curate a whole box full of products, and obviously I love Mitchell. I trust his opinion, I trust his product choices, so I thought I would go for this one. I think the like original value was like 200 and something pounds and I got it all for 110. So yeah, I looked through all the products and a lot of them were things that I already wanted or that I'd heard a lot about, and like I said, I trust Mitchell's opinions and the products that he chooses, so I thought it was a good deal considering I actually wanted some of the products anyway. But yeah, I will just run through what products are in the box first. I'll leave a little sticker if you don't want to see what's in the box, and we'll just get on with it. So first of all, the box is absolutely beautiful. It's like this tie-dye, like trippy effect type thing. I have a thing for boxes, if you can see in the background. I like keeping boxes to store things in, especially if they're pretty. But yeah, it's a really pretty box. And then on the inside, the foil is also like really pretty, like holographic iridescent foil. It's like cellophane, and it comes with a little book of what products are in here. I'm pretty sure like 99% of the products in here are cruelty free as well, which is why, again, I wanted to purchase it, because most of the brands are cruelty free. So I thought, if I'm spending a bit of money on it and only like a couple of the things aren't cruelty free, then I can give them to someone else. And yeah. But yeah, it also has the Mitchell and Cosmetips black tissue paper. Obviously I've already opened it, but it was wrapped really nicely. So first off, there's this Spectrum brush. I've always heard amazing things about Spectrum, but I've never tried them. I don't really know why. But yeah, I'm going to use it. I'm going to use this for my foundation today. There's also this other set of Spectrum brushes. This is like a few eye brushes, a few face brushes, and Spectrum brushes are all vegan as well, which is great. Okay, so the first product is this Glam Glow Moisturiser. I've heard incredible things about Glam Glow moisturisers, but they are so incredibly expensive that I would never even dream of buying them. So when I saw that this was in the box, I was like, you know what? I'm getting it. As long with all the other things as well, but honestly, some of these products I would just never ever pay the money for, but because they're all in a box together and it was like a reduced price, I was like, okay, I'll do it. You've got me. So yeah, this is the Glam Glow MoistureTrip Omega Rich Moisturiser. It's in a little tub. I think this is full size. I believe this is full size. It seems full size. It smells really nice. It smells really fresh. But yeah, it's just this. It's like slightly green. Another thing that people always rave about, but is just so far out my price range that I would never even dream of buying, is the Tatcha Silk Canvas Skin Primer. This is like the one that everyone's done a rip-off of. Like Elf's got a rip-off of it. I know Make Me Up Miss It always raves about the Elf one. I really want to try the Elf one, but then I got this one, so I was like, there's no point in me buying the Elf one. I know like Revolution have one, but yeah, loads of people have like a rip-off of this. It's basically a primer that fills in your pores, and so many people have said that they love it, but it's so expensive. But like, look at this packaging. This is the primer. It's very, very luxurious. you just twist off the cap. As you can see, I've not touched it. It's like this smooth, putty kind of consistency, and it comes out with a little thing to like scrape out the product so you're not just digging your fingers in there. Of course, the Mitchell Sub-Zero palette is in here. This is the highlight palette. I've really wanted this for a while, but I never bought it. I don't really know why, but it's so pretty, especially if you're like a working makeup artist, because it has so many different skin tones in it. You'd be good for everyone with this. It's like so pretty. Also, the packaging, gorgeous. Another cult classic. This is the Inglot Gel Liner in shade 77. Again, this is vegan. Everyone and their dog has spoken about this eyeliner, and I've wanted this since maybe I was 14. I just never bought it. I don't really know why. There's so many things I want and I just never buy. But yeah, I'm really excited to try this because I've not had a gel liner in my collection since I was about 16. I've just been using either pencil or liquid. So I'm really excited to try this, especially because everyone always just has so much good things to say about this. We then have the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Sleeping Mask. This is a watermelon face mask that I think you put on overnight, I assume. I'm not going to use this in this video obviously, but I am doing like a quarantine glow up video soon, so I'll use that in that video and see how it looks. But yeah, it's got hyaluronic acid, AHA, and watermelon in it, so it's going to be nice and hydrating, nice and like exfoliating. So yeah, it sounds really great, and if it smells like watermelon, I'll be very happy. And then last but not least, we have the Jawbreaker palette by Jeffree Star. This I've really wanted. The colours are stunning. I only have one Jeffree Star product, and that is my Conspiracy palette. I have a video on that. I have a whole like review tutorial thing. But yeah, this palette is just so beautiful, but again, so expensive that I'm an absolute cheapskate. I will never buy expensive makeup for myself. So I had to, like, all of these combined are all things I've always wanted, apart from this, which I've never heard of. But other than that, they're all things I've always wanted, so I thought, you know, take the plunge, Emilee. And yeah, so I'm just going to do a full face using these products and see if they are worth the hype, worth the price, and just see if they're any good really. That's about it. So I'm going to start by moisturising with the Glam Glow Moisturiser. I'm so excited to try this because I've literally heard everyone talk about it. It smells so good. So yeah, I'm just going to take some of what's in the cap and just apply this to my face. It's really nice and cooling already, and it's like already sinking into my skin. I never ever try any moisturisers, I just stick to like my Pixie one, but ooh, this is nice. It's very hydrating, but it doesn't feel greasy, which is good because I have dehydrated oily skin, so I need a lot of hydration, but I don't want it to leave an oily residue. So I'm just going to let that sink in whilst I do my eyes. So I'm going to fill in my brows a bit first. I do have them tinted, but they're not like nicely filled in, and I'm also going to prime my eyes as always with my PLouise base. So I'm going to be using the Jawbreaker palette, obviously. These are the colours. As you can see, it's very much up my alley with all the colours. I don't know really what I want to do. I'm going to do something quite simple and then do like a navy winged out smoky liner kind of thing, using the liner and then the shade Delicious in the palette. So I'm going to start by using the Spectrum B06 brush and going with the shade Cone, which is this kind of colour. And I'm just going to run this through my crease, just in little circles, just as like a colour to put down. It's blending nicely. I did really like the formula of the Jeffree Star shadows in the Conspiracy palette. I'm also just going to take a tiny bit of the shade Virgin, which is the white, and just go around the edges just to kind of mute it a bit. I do really like this colour. It's like a really nice creamsicle kind of colour, and she's really nice just as like a colour to put down if you want a bit of something on the eye but you don't know what. I'm then going to go in with the Inglot Gel Liner in the shade 77. Oh, it's a fresh seal. I've literally wanted to use this since I was about 14 years old. Oh, it looks so good. I'm going to use this on the Spectrum A17. It's just an angled brush. Ooh, that is soft. And I'm just going to start by doing like a winged liner. I'm just going to do like a simple line across my lash line, which we're going to smoke out with the navy and the blue. But yeah, the tape being there like really helps get the sharp edge. But yeah, the like muffled lines on the top doesn't really matter because we're smoking it out with shadow anyway. So as you can see, I've done like the rough lines. It's not really supposed to be neat, it's not supposed to be like revolutionary, but oh my god, this is seriously the best gel eyeliner I've ever used in my entire life. All the raving was truly just necessary. I literally tapped it in a tiny bit and look how black this liner is. Obviously it's not neat because I didn't try and make it neat, but oh, that is the best liner I've ever used in my life. Okay, so to start going over that, I'm going to start with this shade here, which is called Delicious. This is the shade we used first, and then I used this shade to blend that out, but yeah. I'm going to go in with this shade. It's like a really deep navy blue colour, and I'm just going to start packing this over where the liner is. The liner was really just like a base for this smoky liner, just so it like has some depth and really sticks, which is why it doesn't really matter that it's not too neat. But I'm just going to start packing that over where the gel is. As you can see, it's turning into this really nice navy colour, and it's just got a lot of depth. So now that I've packed it on, I'm just going to start gently scratching the edges just to kind of get a little bit of a blend going. Just really tickling the edges just to get the blue colour moving upwards. You can start to see that gradient from where it goes from black to blue. So by doing this, obviously you're depositing most of the colour on the black, which the black behind it's making it darker, but then also by scratching it without any extra product, you're like shearing out the product, so it's creating a really nice gradient to go upwards. Also, this shade is really, really pretty, and it has minimal fallout. As you can see, there's not too much fallout on the tape, which is good. So yeah, I'm just gonna do the same on the other eye. So far, I'm really impressed with the quality of this shadow. Okay, so then on this little tiny brush, I'm going to take this shade called Soaked. This is like a full-on royal neon blue, and I'm just going to take this and just smoke that over the very edges. This brush doesn't really give a lot of pigment, it's more just to smoke out the edges, so if it doesn't look like it does a lot, then that's not the shadow, it's just the brush, and that's what I want. I'm just doing this in really small little circles. So yeah, you get the nice blended like gradient look. So as you can see, I've just peeled off the tape and it's got like a really nice sharp edge but a smoky line, which is what we want. Yeah, I'm gonna do my lashes later because I'm filming a TikTok about them. So I'm gonna zoom you out and we can move on to the skin. Okay, so please excuse the weird lighting. If you see any weird lighting, it's like 5 o'clock, so the sun's going down. I'm going to use the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer. It says invisible layers of silk instantly filter away imperfections and impurities, blah blah blah. But yeah, it's basically the primer you've seen everyone rave about. So I'm just going to use the little thing and scrape some out. I don't know how much to use, if I'm honest. And I guess I'm just going to apply this where I have the most pores. It's thinner than I thought it'd be. That is actually like really working on my pores. Like, I've got big pores because I've got really oily skin. And I just have large pores, but that has actually really helped. But it's still like nice and moisturising, which I didn't think it would be. It's quite slippery feeling though, so I'll see if my foundation feels like it's just slipping and sliding about. But yeah, I like that. Would I pay however much money it is? Definitely not. But I like that I have it, and I like the concept of the product, so I'd probably just buy the e.l.f. one, which is like £6. But yeah, I'm going to go in with my usual foundation, which is the Ordinary Coverage, and I'm going to use the Spectrum brush, the B01. The B01 brush, it's like a flat top brush. Typically I use a sponge, but when I do use brushes, I do like to use like flat top kind of brushes like this. My favourite is the Blank Canvas F20, but yeah, I'm going to use the Spectrum one. It seems a lot softer. Again, this is synthetic hairs, So it's like really smoothed out my pores, but when I'm actually putting my foundation on, it's not sticking as well in these areas. It looks nice and smooth though, but it's not like sticking as well. So yeah, I think that's definitely the primer, because it's literally just in this little section where the primer is that it's not sticking as nicely. But my pores look great, so maybe if you're just not wearing makeup. I really want to try out that TikTok hack where they like do the moisturiser primer powder thing. I'm going to do that in another video, but yeah. Because everyone I've seen try that hack has dry skin and it's mainly for oily skin, so I'm finally just going to take some of the highlighter palette. I'm going to use the shade In Blankets, I think. So yeah, this is the finished look. I really hope you enjoyed the video. I really like all of the products. The only thing I'm not too sure on so far is the primer, but I will keep using it. It might just be the foundation, it might be the moisturiser beforehand. But yeah, if you did enjoy the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and let me know any videos you'd like me to do in the comments down below, and I will see you all next time.